This video is prepared by Khalid Mahood.
Living with blindness can present many challenges, but with the right support and resources, blind individuals can lead fulfilling lives. Here are some ways that blind individuals can live and how their families can support them.
Living with blindness. Blind individuals can perform most of the activities of daily living listed in surveys, despite their age, disabilities, and health problems. Leisure activities can be limited for blind individuals, as there is a lack of accessibility for the visually impaired too. However, there are inclusive accessible activities available, such as museum visits. Blind individuals may experience loneliness due to a lack of emotional support, limited accessibility to activities and information, societal stigma, and unemployment. Blind individuals may need specialized technology to access everyday necessities, such as braille embossers and note-takers.
Supporting blind individuals. When interacting with a blind person, it is important to introduce yourself and ask if they need assistance. Speak directly to the individual and provide clear directions using specific details such as color, texture, shape, and landmarks. Offer assistance if it is requested, but respect their autonomy and independence. Be mindful of the blind person's need to know their surroundings and who else is present. Encourage inclusive, accessible activities and provide emotional support to help prevent loneliness too.
When interacting with a blind person and addressing their needs, it is important to approach the situation with respect and consideration. Here are some tips on how to deal with a blind person and meet their needs. Sighted guide techniques. If you are assisting a blind person in navigating their surroundings, you can use sighted guide techniques. This involves standing next to and slightly in front of the blind person, allowing them to hold onto your arm or wrist for guidance. You can also use verbal cues and touch to help them align themselves properly and navigate through doorways. 2. Communication. When speaking with a blind person, it is important to identify yourself and speak directly to them, rather than through a companion to. Provide clear directions and descriptions using specific details such as color, texture, shape, and landmarks too. You can also touch them on the arm or use their name when addressing them to let them know you are speaking to them too. Avoid shouting, as blind individuals often have fine hearing. 3. Offer assistance. If you see a blind person who seems to need help, it is courteous to offer your assistance. However, it is important to respect their autonomy and independence. If your help is refused, it is okay. If they accept your assistance, offer your arm for them to hold onto or ask if they prefer to follow your motions. 4. Be considerate. Be mindful of the blind person's need to know their surroundings, who you are and who else is present. Encourage others to do the same and be aware of their presence. Treat them with respect and avoid focusing solely on their blindness in every interaction. Remember, every individual is unique, and it is important to communicate and ask the blind person about their specific needs and preferences.
But inside the family, the blind person needs a special behavior and dealing. When dealing with a blind person inside the family and house, there are several considerations and actions that can help create a supportive and inclusive environment. Here are some tips. 1. Make the household safe. Ensure that the house is organized and free of hazards to prevent accidents. Keep walkways clear of clutter and use contrasting colors to distinguish different areas. 2. Plan chores and external trips. Collaborate with the blind individual to plan household chores and external trips. This can involve discussing tasks, assigning responsibilities, and providing clear instructions. 3. Take advantage of local resources. Explore local resources and services available for blind individuals. This can include support groups, training programs, and assistive technology resources. These resources can provide valuable assistance and enhance the blind person's independence. 4. Include them in social activities. Involve the blind person in social activities and family events. Consider their preferences and interests when planning outings or gatherings. This inclusion helps foster a sense of belonging and reduces feelings of isolation. 5. Conveying information clearly. When communicating with a blind person, identify yourself and speak directly to them. Avoid speaking through a companion. Touching them on the arm or using their name when addressing them can also help establish communication E2. Remember, every blind individual is unique, and it is essential to communicate and ask the blind person about their specific needs and preferences. Creating an inclusive and supportive environment within the family and house can greatly contribute to the well-being and independence of the blind person. Recent research has highlighted the challenges that blind individuals face, such as limited accessibility and interpersonal communication challenges. However, it has also identified effective strategies for navigating these challenges and emphasized the importance of support and resources for blind individuals. Families can help by providing emotional support, advocating for accessibility, and respecting the autonomy of blind individuals.
This video is prepared